After every envelope follower, you have the attack and release that correspond to the envelope follower. You have a lot of parameters for attack and release itself. Uh, so the first parameter is mode, but this one is particular and it's only on the attack release that is after the transfer curve envelope follower. So other, you have attack and release itself. Here you have attack and release itself. And here you have attack and release itself. So the modulation of attack release, we will see it later because it's very complex. So let's say the first parameter is the auto release. The auto release is a very classical one. It's based on university standard research. It's based on the quest factor that's calculated by doing RMS on peak, and it's you have the speed of the quest factor that is in detector. So by default, it's 200 milliseconds, and it's a very good shooting. You can do less or more. So the release is blendable with the original. So most of time, 50% is a good one. After you have the altitude, because a classical release, attack release, it's based on exponent, and you reached 36% of the original after the time. So here you have the curve, and here you see it's 63% here. But if I change the altitude, I can say, for example, I want to reach the maximum of the height. I cannot put 0, but pretty close to the maximum. And you see the release is more speed. But in reality, the proportion remains the same. By doing that, in reality, you just change the speed of the release. Now, if you want to change the shape of the release, it's the next knob. And when you do that, you can change by doing S curve, or by contrary, no S curve. What you can see is this line that show where you are in the release, because it's like a capacitor. When it doesn't release, the line release itself because you are in the attack. So if I do that for the sake of the attack. So what you can do is say, I don't want to be at the end of the release by default. Put me in the beginning. But when you do that, the line stay in the beginning because every time there is an attack, the position reboots. So you have two solutions. You can say, no, I stay here, and you can change the speed of the return. By doing that, you put more pressure to say return more speed. But as you can see, the pressure of the attack is very strong. So if you make the attack more slow, you have less pressure on the attack. But the other solution is to make the detection based on RMS. We will see that later, but if I put some RMS, we will have less problem. It will move more naturally. But the inconvenience is, as you have an RMS, the maximum speed of the attack will be based on the RMS speed. So here my RMS speed is every time is slower than the attack. But you can put a very low RMS. The idea is not to have a change of attack release every sample that make the line reboot. So when you see that your line is pretty like everywhere, then it means you are okay. But as you see, the pressure need is pretty high. So after what I don't know is what is better. Okay, I will see the release mode. The release mode is if you want your release to be logarithmic, or you can put your release on a linear scale. And here you see the curves are very straight because it's linear. What you can do is you can do a release that is instead of searching the point into the gain, here you see the purple curve, it's the gain curve after the transfer curve, and it tries to reach this point. But you can say, don't try to reach this point, try to reach the maximum point. So try to reach 1 if you need to release, but if you attack in attack 1, try to reach 0. That's why I call this parameter 0. And now you will see that the release is more aggressive, very more aggressive. You try to reach the hand at every price. So it's another mode of releasing. And every parameter I show you in release, you have the same in attack mode. And that's all for attack and release curve. And you have attack release for every envelope follower here, 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 and here. And that's all for attack release.